we go. Center. Palmeiras in white jerseys, forest green shorts, and white socks going left to right, attacking toward Toyota Stadium in this first half. The San Jose Earthquakes in the familiar blue and black, attacking right to left. Palmeiras on the run right away, and this is Vitinho. Slipping it to Arthur. Now the right back, Pedro, stepping up for Palmeiras. That one floats to the back post. And San Jose able to defend with numbers there. We'll get you the San Jose starting lineup. You see Cameron Douglas, the goalkeeper. The back four, Reese Pock on the right, John Austin Ricks and Armand Ojuala in the middle, and CJ Gray at left back. Ricks moving backward from D-mid to center back due to an injury to Abe Rosales. The holding midfielders for San Jose, Amado Lozano and Diego Alonso. The attacking midfielders, Ray Duarte, Theo Huxham, and Ivan Valencia. And Christoph Camacho gets the start up front. He was good as a second half sub yesterday. Ball turns over to Palmeiras in the middle of the field. This is Pedro, the right back again. That was broken up by Valencia. Brazilian teams, of course, give us wonderfully simple one-named lineups. Vinicius in goal, Pedro, Evandro, Lacerda, and Rafael at the back, Johnny and Victorio in the midfield, Arthur, Luca, and Vitinho attacking, and Tawa is the lone frontrunner for Palmeiras. They have 3 Gabriels, and so each of those is going by one of his other names. In most cases, a middle name, but the others pretty much using their given name. This is Victorio again, playing it through, looking for Tawa.
And very little surprise that immediately to start this game, Palmeiras is coming out, attacking, pushing the play. The San Jose already pinned back. Nothing wrong with defending, especially early on. You just have to be composed. You have to stay compact. You don't want to start getting pulled out of position and letting the Palmeiras attacking players pick up open space.
14 games yesterday, and this is the 14th game today in the Generation Adidas Cup. I'll give you some of the results and some of the group standings as this one goes along. We're still waiting on finals from the 2 games just before us, Toronto, Kansas City, and Dallas, Real Salt Lake. In the Champions Division today, we've seen wins for River Plate, Athletic Bilbao, and we told you Eintracht Frankfurt getting the best of Philadelphia, 1-0. Congested midfield there. It falls to Johnny, who instantly becomes my favorite player. I'm Jonathan, he's David, for those of you just joining us.
I'm thinking for today I might go by Davinho.
We did the New York Red Bulls against Recife, the other Brazilian team here in the morning game, and had a great game, went to a shootout, which was probably the best shootout I've seen in this tournament in a couple of years of watching. And the Red Bulls won the shootout, won an extra point in the standings. That in the Premier Division, neither of those teams eligible to win the Generation Adidas Cup title. They are playing for the Premier Division title, though. You can see Theo Huxham, who's the attacking midfielder for San Jose, coming all the way back to defend. It's been all defense for San Jose early, and a big stop there by Cameron Douglas with the left hand. First corner kick of the game for either team. Headed out at the near post for San Jose. This is Luca, number 10. San Jose able to win it, though. Here's Huxham, and couldn't control that one, just in front of his bench. San Jose coached by Steve Wondolowski, familiar face to MLS fans, and their technical director of the academy, Chris Leach, another MLS veteran, is here as well.
One of the things you notice about Palmeiras is not only are they technically good, but they're very big. A tall team, a lot of size, and so they can be dangerous with the ball on the ground as well as in the air.
It's not string being tall either. It's broad shoulders, solid builds in most cases. Here's Johnny. Switched by Luca. Broken up, though, for San Jose. That was Reese Pak.
And there you see an example of that strong physical tackle. Some of the elements these international teams have brought, we've talked about it all tournament. The ability for these international teams to raise the level of the game of the MLS team, to show them a different style, a different background of playing, and it's good to see. We've seen tenacity in all of the games. We've seen that extra little bit of bite,
which we can see a couple of 100 yards away. All the teams in this age group will have tomorrow off, and then Wednesday will be the final day of group games in the Generation Adidas Cup. 14 games. We'll have 3 of them for you. Games at 11, 1, and 7 Eastern Time. Let's make me do some math. 8, 10, and 4 Pacific Time for you San Jose viewers out there. That's on Wednesday. And then 4 semifinals on Thursday from Toyota Stadium. Those will be played in the big venue here. And championship games Saturday morning in the Premier Division, Saturday night for the Generation Adidas Cup. That's deflected out, and
they're going to be the targets on this attempt.
They're both giving up about 3 inches against their markers, though, you have to say. Cross coming in, looking for Ojuala, and Evandro got a shoulder to it for Palmeiras. Diego Alonso broke that play up, and it's a free kick to Palmeiras. Sounds like the final whistle has gone over on Field 8, and FC Dallas with a 1-0 win over Real Salt Lake from the looks of things. That'll move Dallas to 2-0, heading into their group finale against Pumas on Wednesday. Pumas and Athletic Bilbao both 1-1 in that group, so Dallas in control. And Real Salt Lake, after going to the final last year, tying in the title game before losing in a shootout, 0-2 and eliminated from championship contention just like that. This one rolls into the corner, chased down by CJ Gray. And he managed to keep that one in. Here's Ivan Valencia. No, okay, I was waiting for the whistle. It'll be a throw-in to Palmeiras.
And San Jose has done what they have to do. They've stayed structured. They haven't given up any high-scoring opportunities so far in the game. They've stayed compact. They haven't been able to get out and attack yet, but let yourself settle into the game and then build it.
Theo Huxham chasing this one, and it will be a San Jose throw right in front of us in this left corner. They'll leave it now for the left back, CJ Gray. Here's Camacho. Wins another throw. Camacho spent last year with Tijuana in Mexico last spring. Back in the U.S. with San Jose this year. Got it in the box to Huxham, but he couldn't find a teammate. Gray unable to keep that one in. It'll be a Palmeiras throw on the near sideline.
And you were mentioning Camacho's opportunity to play down in Mexico. You could see as they were down here the little bit of elbows, the pushing, the shoving between him and the center back Lacerda.
I was going to give him credit for the juggling. You're showing the feistiness from that experience.
It's the small little mental elements of going from being a youth player into a professional player, and a lot of these Palmeiras players, a lot of the international players, we've seen it. Just the little half things that make the game easier for you, make it tougher for your opponent. It was good to see some of that from Camacho. The juggling was impressive as well.
Palmeiras on the run here, and John Austin Ricks with a good shoulder to knock that one away. Falls to Victorio. Trying to overlap with Pedro, and Ivan Valencia will come back to defend for San Jose and win an Earthquakes throw.
And on that clearance there, Huxham just a little bit.
We mentioned San Jose with 4 players back from last year's squad. That includes Valencia, number 9, who was one of the up-and-coming stars of last year's tournament, still was U14 eligible last year. Now a regular with the U16s. The cross comes in, headed off the post, and San Jose able to clear.
Bounces down off the post, and really first great scoring opportunity so far for Palmeiras.
Turnover here. Chance at the top of the box, and Vitinho whiffed on the shot. Not what you expected after some of his finishing yesterday, and San Jose catch a breather.
And a great spot if he's able to get contact there on top of the box. He had space to shoot.
Pac struggled with his touch there, but does win a throw for San Jose. He's another one of the players returning from the Earthquake squad last year.
You can see the Seattle Sounders youth team.
Vision play. Here's Duarte for San Jose. Looking for Huxham, who got ahead to it, and it's right to the Palmeiras goalkeeper, Vinicius.
Duarte's ability there on the ball creates that opportunity. He picks it up off of Palmeiras and immediately blows by 2 defenders, gets himself an opening for the cross. The first really good attacking moment of the game so far.
Can't hear it all.
Johnny with it for Palmeiras, trying to settle things down. Now Rafael, the left back. Into the middle. Here's Vitinho. Pedro, the right back, into the space vacated by the Palmeiras wingers. Crosses that one in, and, well, the crowd for this game has just about doubled in the last 10 minutes since FC Dallas's game against Real Salt Lake finished. So the feature match of the night, it does have just about everybody's attention now.
And Palmeiras' performance yesterday also caused that. Everyone I've talked to today said, I really can't wait to see them this evening. They're really the team that's been on everyone's lips so far since we've been down here, and now an opportunity for everyone to come around and watch them play.
That cross came in. San Jose able to deal with it so far. And the throw-in's going to go Palmeiras' way in that far corner. Combination play at the top of the box now. Shot coming from Victorio was blocked, and San Jose with a chance to retain possession. Camacho, under some pressure, wins a free kick, and that's kind of that hold-up play, David, that San Jose is going to need to get out of trouble.
And that's his job today. His job is to relieve a little bit of pressure. Maybe he's not going to get a goal. Maybe he doesn't get the goal. But just allow his defense to relax a little bit. Allow the team to move up the field. If he can bring Huxham into the play every once in a while and connect with him, it'll be a good start for San Jose. It's been a good start to this game. This is what they needed to do over the first 10 minutes. Very similar to what we saw from Philly. The reaction from yesterday to understand game management now here today.
Toshiki Yasuda, the game-winning goal scorer for FC Dallas, came off the bench today after he was so impressive yesterday. Weston McKinney with the assist. Our thanks for that information. As FC Dallas goes to 2-0 in the tournament. Right here, no score between Palmeiras, 1-0 on the tournament, and San Jose, 0-1. This is Group C in the Champions Division of the Generation Adidas Cup. As John Austin Ricks chases that one into the CJ Gray to deliver the free kick as the left-footed option. Here it comes from Gray, looking for Ricks. It was off the back of his neck. And a missed opportunity there for San Jose. Not particularly dangerous, but a chance to get a header in. So Palmeiras with it at the back. This is Ivandro, the captain. Up the line, looking for Artur. And it'll be a San Jose throw. Good work again from CJ Gray, another 99 in his first year with San Jose. Players born 1998, 1999, and beyond are eligible for this tournament. Under 17 this year. We're playing 2 35-minute halves, 70-minute games. Each team allowed 5 substitutions with no re-entry. And if we finish in a tie after 70 minutes, we would go to a shootout to determine an extra point in the tournament standings. Generation Adidas Cup, Major League Soccer's Under 17 championship, but it's become more than just an intra-MLS championship. It's become a chance for the top MLS teams, and even those who didn't qualify, to be exposed to international competition in both different and potentially more difficult styles of play. We saw 3 international teams last year, and it's going up to 6 in the Champions Division, 4 in the Premier Division this year.
And we've seen the last 5 minutes that San Jose, now that they've stayed structured, have forced Palmeiras to sit on the ball a little bit longer to try and figure out what they want to do, and they've had opportunities to take it off them, to steal it in possession, and then go back the other way. San Jose looking much more settled now than they were in the first 10 minutes.
This one played through in the direction of Valencia. Throws to Gray. Deepest lying midfielder, Alonso, playing it to the top of the box. Wide on the right to Duarte. Valencia's shot not near the target, but you can see the confidence from San Jose really building as the half goes on.
And we talked about what Camacho has to do as that lone forward. Right now, what he's doing well is he's occupying those center backs. He's making them worry about him. It's allowing Huxham as well as the wingers to pinch in a little bit and find some openings on the top of the 18.
Gray heads that one away. And it'll be a free kick for the Earthquakes from the back. Looking for Camacho, headed away by the towering figure of Lacerda. On the run, Luca. Johnny. And the left back, Rafael.
You know, it sounds like you're in West Side Story right now.
Yeah. Tonight, we'll see who comes out on top. Luca going to shoot from distance. He's not a winger with his heels attached to the touchline.
And very few of the Brazilian ones, especially the 2 teams we've seen here, have. It's like they put 2 holding midfielders in and allow just the 3 attackers to float and find the game.
Victoria, one of those holding midfielders, gets it wide. Now gets it back off a little flick from Vicinho. Pedro having to work just to keep that one in play, but Palmeiras able to hold on to the ball. Now they turn it over. Here's Huxham.
Room to counter.
Looking for Duarte. I think he had broken off his run.
And Valencia was wide open down the left wing. Huxham not able to pick it up. It's good to see him looking to switch the field. We haven't seen that from some teams a lot today, and they've gotten stuck in a similar area and can't open up from pressure. And that's a good idea there from Huxham.
23rd minute of our first half. We're playing 2 35-minute halves on day 2 of the Generation Adidas Cup. Pedro, the right back again. Cross is deflected. And Gray can only play it out for another. Here comes the corner, back post. Still loose, and the Earthquakes able to clear.
Best opportunity so far for Palmeiras.
Good step and tackle by Reese Pock, and he gets called for the foul.
Palmeiras, even as San Jose has gotten better, hasn't looked rushed. Still calm, still understanding their game. But San Jose definitely getting stuck in a little bit more, pushing a little bit harder.
That one's broken up in the middle of the field. Here's Camacho for San Jose. Returns the favor. Valencia running onto it. Best look for San Jose. Huxham shouldered over. Penalty kick.
Able to get the ball.
Big moment in Group C. Christoc Camacho. Saved to the goalkeeper Vinicius' left. Huge turning point in this game potentially.
Once again, we see a Brazilian goalkeeper today step up in a penalty kick opportunity. Consistently players that had choose, but San Jose can't.
You're blue. Evandro sends it long into the penalty area. Ricks is there for San Jose. Ficino closed down quickly by 2. Amado Lozano, one of those. We haven't mentioned him a lot in that holding midfield role. Forced into the lineup due to injury and has been able to help keep contained those dangerous Palmeiras attackers so far. Good touch by Huxham to get it away to Camacho. Plays it back to Theo Huxham, edge of the penalty area, waiting for help. Chipping at the back post. Hit the post. Still Theo Huxham in the penalty area. Fires low. San Jose goes in front. Theo Huxham at the center of it all.
Gives them the goal, and San Jose, a lead that they really do deserve in this game.
My question is, who got the deflection? Because Camacho was there as well. We may have to take a look at this again at halftime and see if Camacho got a touch to it. He would obviously get credit for the goal. If it came off a defender, it'll go to Huxham. San Jose, they don't care a whole lot right now. They're in front of Palmeiras, one of the more surprising scorelines of the tournament so far.
And whether he gets credited with a goal or not, love the way Camacho has played. He once again created that play. Drops deep, picks up the ball. It's 1 or 2 touches to get himself some space to turn upfield and then get his teammate into it. And then he does a good job giving him an option, following it in, getting into the box and keeping the play alive. Really, really impressed so far by what we've seen from Camacho today.
And to your point, that's after he had the penalty kick saved. It's easy to drop your head, and neither he nor San Jose seem to have let that play bother them. In fact, it's almost encouraged them.
This team's handled those first 10 minutes so well and have pushed forward and really gained confidence.
Victorio, top of the box for Palmeiras. Going outside for Rafael against Reese Pak, defended out of bounds. Palmeiras throw in.
And now we'll have to see the Palmeiras response. They controlled the game early. San Jose really started to punch back, and Palmeiras hasn't really had any opportunities outside of a corner kick or two since the first few minutes.
Playing 35-minute halves, so 5 minutes plus, just a little bit, until halftime here. And you think San Jose would be very happy to get into halftime with a 1-0 lead. Critical 5-minute stretch here for both teams.
It'll be interesting to see how San Jose plays this lead. They sat back early. They were composed. Since they've pushed forward, they've had opportunities. You don't want them to stop attacking.
Ficino layoff. Shot was blocked. And C.J. Gray will chase down the rebound.
Because of those bodies in front of him, San Jose's done a really good job. Diego Alonso's done a fantastic job in that holding midfield role, being a shield for the back line.
And believe me, these teams know each other's danger players. Yesterday was unknown for the international teams. Coaches, and even some of the players, but especially the coaches, they watch just about every game they can out here when they're not dealing with their own charges. And so they know which players they want their team to concentrate on defending.
And on top of that, basically the entire attendance is professional scouts here. So you can turn around and ask anyone, and they can give you a high-level evaluation of an opponent.
Luca laying it off for Johnny, going to hit the shot from distance, but that's onto field 1, I think, the FC Dallas training field.
And if you're San Jose, you're going to give those to Palmeiras. If they're going to push that ball out and keep trying to strike it from 20 to 25 yards out from the middle of the box or the middle of the field, you're going to give them that shot. You want to keep numbers behind. You don't want to let out any runners in on goal.
Well, San Jose beaten by Eintracht Frankfurt yesterday. The 2 goals in the first half were from even farther out. They were from 30 and 35 yards. They were terrific shots. And so in terms of giving up high-quality chances, San Jose has maybe been better than the numbers show in this tournament.
In situations like that, one of the goals yesterday, one of the better goals I've seen live in my life, you just tip your hat and you move on. And that's what San Jose's done. They've come back here today off a 4-0 loss. A lot of teams, 5-0, 4-0. A lot of teams would be down about that. They've come back immediately playing an opponent that some people thought was just as good.
Palmeiras had the 4.
3-0, and they've been able to show well for themselves so far through the first half.
Vicinho, top of the area, to Pedro. Victorio tried to play it behind CJ Gray, and he slides and knocks it out.
Avoid giving up a corner kick.
Ivan Valencia broke that play up, but did so with it to deliver this one left-footed. A lot of air under this one from Luca. Coming out for it and catching it is Cameron Douglas.
And once again, he goes up with bodies around him, a tough ball, and he catches it so cleanly, doesn't bobble it at all. Really impressed so far with Douglas.
He got great distance on his punt as well, and it carries all the way to Vinicius. Valencia whistled for another foul there.
Actually, compared to some of the games we've seen today, River Plate picking up a yellow card, them and the Aspire Academy out of Qatar really coming to a few arguments throughout that game. We've seen some physicality throughout in FC Dallas and RSL. This game's been very simply played, well played, I think.
The Earthquakes had a penalty kick saved. It's kept alive at the top of the penalty area, and eventually a foul whistled, and that's going to do it on the first half. But not what we expected in the first half. Palmeiras came out very strong, David.